Greetings. This is me again, Zahra, Berserk, Ex-Shia, and Truth Seeker. I just got this miraculous image today. I mean, yesterday, but it was not on this topic. So I was wondering why Baba Zayed came and another sheikh, and now the president of UAE has come. बेचारे को फंसाना नहीं तो वो आए हैं my views do not represent मेरा बेचारा शेख वाला UAE. So I'm coming here to check my top live chat, top chat. ये क्यों start नहीं हुआ है? So it's taking a long time here to start. Let me just check my new. No, I mean not. I was on the old mobile, so let me just see if I can see myself here. Sorry, have to keep you waiting. Yeah. Has it started here? Yes, it started. And is the sound okay? Yes. Okay, so what happened is I was joking and about some things on my page last night, was it? Oh, sorry, my volume is on here. Okay, so I was joking about someone, no, about, yeah, someone saying, uh, thank Allah. So that was my principal's nephew on Facebook, and I was just joking that I've haven't made him an ex-Muslim, and for the thing of me, like what you say, I couldn't find anything to say against, uh, thank Allah, what he has put on his profile. So I was thinking, and then I said, just leave it. So I was doing some work, like finding a new intro video for, and making that, right, to make, not finding, but trying to make the intro video, another one for my live stream here. And this is what I did. And working on an image for the thumbnail for YouTube. And guess what? So yesterday Baba Zaid came up, but here we have, you see, guess what came up here? ये तो videos हैं. All of a sudden, from Baba Zaid came our president of UAE, right? So, and this is like the sun going down on Islam. Okay, let me show you. I mean, these ones I made the sun. It's like the sun. Don't let the sun go down on me. George Michael and Elton John's live song. So here I could see Baba Zayed and another sheikh who came on YouTube. His video came to warn the Indians not to come like that. Through an agency to Dubai, because Nabab, Bara na Bhaiya, you can't trust anyone. Sabse Bara Rupaiya. So this is the way I talk. Sorry, this is my style. I cannot talk properly. However, I will do my best. So this on one side is the Sheikh, here on the left, and the Sheikh Zayed is there. And that Sheikh look like who, Dubai's Sheikh, they say he is, who came to warn us. And then you see, slowly, like I was doing this, the sun going down, and then all of a sudden came, looks like our UAE president in the middle now, in the middle. And Like, why does he look so sad? But his father is like, he's just, Baba Zayed is just like looking on the left side. And I had some feelings that, how could, he's like, I wonder if he gets angry. He used to get angry or not. And what was the height of his anger? But he's like very upset that we have been. This is the feeling I got as I was making the images. So I'm sharing my personal feelings. Like when you just look shocked at something, thinking that our Prophet Muhammad betrayed us. Um, so that's the image, left side. If you can see a bit resemblance to Baba Zayed on the left side, and in the middle, then I was, trying to do some thing like a mirror image, and President of UAE, I saw him. So in the middle now came the President of UAE, and there's a dance of ladies or houris or whoever they are. There's also Shama. So there's, our president's sister, one of her one of his sisters' name is Sheikha Shama. So I don't know why the Shama comes. It's like, so I put the light on it because there's this thing of the candle comes. It's like, or the wick of the candle comes like that. So finally, what happened is, so this was celebrating UAE because they've given us everything, given me and the Emiratis so much, and they don't cheat. So finally, I found this like muddy waters type. You see here on the horizon in the image up, and the book also is opening. Like there's a book, and there's a candle light there, stand also, and there's now the book opens. Do you see slightly? And the sun. So I made the sun going down and the murky waters. It was very easy. So I got that right now. Just think, the sun can't set. The sun can't even set. And we have this ayat. Now I'm going to my notes. So hope you saw the images. Here is the ayat in Surah Qaf. Try to get this from Quran.com. Translation reading. Surah Qaf is the 18th chapter and the verse of the Quran, and the verse is 86. So you may open your Quran to 86. You see here it does say Maghriba like this at the setting place. Ghurub, and there's a word ghurub here. So you can look at the translations and the literal translation reading by I mean Quran, by the through the literal meaning of the ayat, right? Words and this is the translation by Sahih International. Setting, he found it, meaning the sun, right? Until when he reached the setting of the sun, and they put i.e. the west. He found it as if they put setting in a body of dark water. So they put this in brackets, but it doesn't say as if in the actual ayat translation. So what kind of an Allah is this that we have to put in brackets and try to explain? Some Muslims also say it's as if the sun was setting in murky waters. Shouldn't God have explained properly Since he's a true God, he could have told us and spared us. Not only, excuse me, not only the embarrassment, but not, not, I mean, he could have spared us lack of knowledge and ignorance. So we would have more knowledge about this. He could have explained it in the way a scientist would explain it. So many ayats in the Quran also ask humans to use their reason and think. I will take you to this excellent article online that I found later on after this, just the points three. Another thing is, if this ayat was metaphorical, then Allah should have told us, explain to us that as if it was setting, like in the brackets it's put, right? Then, on the other hand, another thing, and also explain to us scientifically the truth about the sun, which he hasn't really explained to us. You can go to Surah Yasin, okay, they float in an orbit, or and the moon cannot overtake the sun and all this. But it's quite a mishmash, the Quran ayats. And you could be deceived. Some people could not understand and take this metaphorically, like some people have, and think that the Quran has explained to us scientifically that the sun doesn't set, however, never sets. And what is the sun? What is water? That is all missing. What is the origin of water? How was water created? So, this great creator, in the Quran, we are told that Allah is the supreme, most greatest creator, should have told us how He created things in the Quran. That would have been better instead of remember Musa and and when Musa met Khizr, and when we spoke to Musa, we called out to Musa, and all these stories and the things. It's all mumble jumble. So that I feel it shouldn't be like that. It should not have been like that. If being the best creator, he should have explained to us about the creation and how he got the word, even Allah. Uh, but little knowledge have we given you of the Spirit. Do you remember that ayat? So he could have also said, okay, here, he could have been more organized also and said, here, I'm giving, you reflect on the reason, but here, you take this metaphorically so that you don't get deceived, or, you don't go into ghaflat, ignorance and misguidance, right? Shouldn't it be like that? So now a little bit in Urdu. देखें, ये जो आयत है ना, मुसलमान कहते हैं कि ये मेटाफोरिकली अल्लाह स्पीक कर रहा था, इसके बारे में बता रहा था कि सूरज का गुरूब होता है। सूरज का कोई गुरूब होता नहीं है, लेकिन कह रहे हैं मुसलमान कहते हैं कि खुदा ऐसे पोएटिकली क्या बोलते हैं, उर्दू में इतना नहीं आता है, लेकिन मैं कोशिश कर रही हूँ, माफ़ करना, वो वर्ड नहीं आ रहा है कि मेटाफोरिकली को क्या बोलते हैं। तो ऐसे ना वो बता रहा था कि जैसे कि सूरज गुरूब होता है मडी मडी वाटर्स में, पानी में, कीचड़ के पानी में, कीचड़ में गुरूब होता है। तो ऐसे अल्लाह पहले तो एक तरफ से कहता है रीज़न, अपना दिमाग इस्तेमाल करो, सोचो, और दूसरी तरफ से मेटाफोरिकल वर्सेस दे रहा है। तो उनको बराबर एक्सप्लेन करना था कि इधर मैं मेटाफोरिकली दे रहा हूँ ये। और एक तो सबसे खल्कुल अज़ीम है, सबसे बेस्ट खालिक है, सबसे अकबर है और बेहतरीन सबसे ऊपर है ना, कि इन्होंने खल्क किया है। तो पता था कि पानी कैसे खल्क किया, क्यों खल्क किया, धूप क्या होती है, सन क्या होता है। पहले हमें समझा के फिर मेटाफोरिकली जाता चीज़ों को ऐसे लिखने, ऐसे बेचता। तो पहले लेकिन हमें समझाता कि देखें ये सन ऐसा है, इसको मैंने इजाद किया या खल्क किया ऐसे, क्यों नहीं? एक तरफ से कह रहा है कि स्पिरिट का हमें आप लोगों को ज़्यादा नॉलेज नहीं है, तो हम लोगों ने बनाया है कि हाँ, वो शायद हम ही ढूँढे या पता नहीं, अल्लाह अल्लाह बेहतर जानता है, अल्लाह की मसलहत है, ये है, वो है। तो ये भी अच्छा नहीं है ना, कैसे गफ़लत में लोग चले जाएँगे। और फिर बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं कुरान में, पनिशमेंट्स हैं, इतनी-इतनी स्ट्रिक्ट सज़ाएँ हैं और कब्र के अज़ाब हैं, फिर जाके बाद में रूह पे आपके नफ्स पे जो अज़ाब होगा और अपने नफ्स कित कैसे-कैसे अज़ाब हैं। और ऊपर से और तो और कि सूरह हशर में जो नशर किया है इन्होंने ऐसे बोल के ना कि हम हक़ के लिए जिहाद जिद्दो-जहद करते हैं, और वो बहुत-बहुत ख़राब लोग थे। मदीने वाले पहले पॉलिटीज़ को कहा, फिर उनको सबको निकाल दिया, मार रहे हैं सबको, और हम लोग समझ रहे हैं ये बहुत अच्छे इंसान थे। हाँ? तो ये इस पे आया, और फिर ये देखें रीज़न। अब देखें, मैं नहीं कह रही हूँ आपके, ओह गॉड व्हाई एम आई गोइंग टू बैक। तो ये है इस्लामी सिटी, बाय मंसूर आलम, जस्ट नो कॉपीराइट्स इन्फ्रिंजमेंट इंटेंडेड प्लीज़। लेकिन ये बहुत एक्सीलेंट इन्होंने लिखा है इंग्लिश में, जो इंग्लिश वाले हैं वो पढ़ें कि रीज़न के अब कितने आयत्स हैं। तो इन्होंने भी कुछ रीज़न के ऊपर दिए हैं ना आयत्स। वी rarely have made it a Quran in Arabic that you may be able to understand its meanings and its admonitions. ये तो अच्छी बात है, चलें ये ब्रैकेट्स में डाल दिया। सूरह 43 वर्स 3। तो इधर क्या लिख रहे हैं, टॉपिक क्या है? द कुरान नर्चर्स इंटेलेक्ट एंड शेप्स रीज़न। लेकिन कुरान करता तो नहीं है ऐसा, लेकिन चलें ये इनका टॉपिक कितना अच्छा है, हमें बता रहे हैं ना कुरान नर्चर्स इंटेलेक्ट। मुझे तो रोना आता है, रियली आई फील वेरी एंग्री। बाय मंसूर आलम, थैंक यू मंसूर आलम सो मच। आई जस्ट हैड टू बी क्विक, तो मुझे जल्दी में ये मुझे आर्टिकल अच्छा मिल गया, इस पे बहुत बेहतरीन आर्टिकल मिला, एक्सेलेंट। एंड द कुरान नॉट ओनली अपील्स टू रीज़न बट इट नरिशेस एंड डेवलप्स इट। तो एक तरफ से आप देखिए कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है इंसान का रीज़न, कुरान कह रहा है, और हमारा अल काफ़ी भी कहता है, शिया की ऑथेंटिक बुक कहती है। मैं नहीं कह रही हूँ, मैं तो दिल पे जाती हूँ, मैं तो दिल की बातें कहती हूँ। लेकिन चलें थोड़ा रीज़न कभी-कभी इस्तेमाल करना पड़ता है, बहुत अच्छी बात है। अल्लाह सेज़ दैट वी हैव मेड द कुरान अनएम्बिगुअस। सूरह बकरा की आयत दी है नंबर 2, एंड सूरह 4 निसा आयत 82, एंड एब्सोल्युटली क्लियर सूरह 16 वर्स 89, showing the truth so that humans can understand। क्या हमें अंडरस्टैंड करना है ना, बहुत अच्छा एक्सीलेंट आर्टिकल है। लेकिन अफ़सोस की ये बात है कि कुरान ऐसा नहीं करता है, सही तरह नहीं दिया है हमें, हमें डिसीव किया है, हमें गफ़लत में डाल दिया। इट इज़ बाय यूज़िंग देयर इंटेलेक्ट। तो टू अंडरस्टैंड समथिंग यू यूज़ योर इंटेलेक्ट। तो उस लेवल पे पहले तो नर्सरी, फिर किंडरगार्टन, और बच्चे तो वैसे भी इनोसेंट होते हैं, और इनोसेंस में एक चीज़ होती है जो इंटेलेक्ट में नहीं होती है, तो वो That's another story. I mean, that I will talk, that's another topic altogether, not a story actually, so that they can use reason and logic to understand it. That's the, level below the heart, understanding through intuition, understanding through wahi, and all this revelations coming to you, or other things like that, higher spiritual truths. This will develop and nourish their intellectual abilities. तो ये आप आर्टिकल पढ़ें, ये बड़ा बेहतरीन, और रसूलुल्लाह ने भी कहा, tell them that this is my way, which is very clear and straight. My call is based on firm conviction. ये और सूरा भी दे रहे हैं 12 ayat 108. Yeah, therefore it is the way of Prophet Muhammad himself declares, that he himself declares that he follows. Also declares those who claim to obey. वो reason का क्या था वो एक another one. In this age, the light of knowledge is spreading fast. Excuse me. Oh, here it is. Stop and think. Prophet's plea. The just skimming through is excellent article. Surah 34, verse 46. Tell them, O Messenger, I neither want to enter into unnecessary, lengthy discussions with you, nor do I want to give you a long lecture. Okay, all I ask of you is whether in pairs or alone that you stop for a while and think. Think like akal. So, does it? तो ये देखें, stop, think, stop, think, Prophet's plea. Thank you so much, Alam, Mansoor Alam. Oh, yeah, I just have to go, or Mansoor Alam. So you see this, I just have to go to this ayat and then I'll go back and properly say his word. Sorry, apologize. See, I counsel you one thing only. Be ever conscious of standing before God. अच्छा ये हम अपने अपने translations दे रहे हैं. Whether you are in the company of others or alone, and then bethink yourselves that there is no madness in this prophet, your fellow man. He is only a warner to you of suffering severe to come. So think, reflect. Okay, Surah 34, Ayat 46. So again, going up just to thank Mansoor and not Alam Mansoor, but Mansoor Alam for this. You see how many verses are there that you must use. तो पहले ऐसे ही अब ये लोग मुसलमान इसको सही कर रहे हैं और दिखा रहे हैं और समझा रहे हैं. अब वो माइंड कहाँ तक पहुँचा है मुसलमानों का. लेकिन फिर हमें गफलत में डाल दिया ना, गफलत में डाला है. देखें, there's no basis for this except that हाँ metaphorically हम कहें. Okay, metaphorically हम कह रहे हैं कि wait a minute, I'm going to go. अच्छा, metaphorically कह रहे हैं ना 1887. I just got there. अच्छा, metaphorically कह रहे हैं. Surah 18, Surah Kaf है, verse 86 है क्या है? March westwards until he came to the setting. Quran.com, thank you. So, you see, ये क्या है? Until when he reached the setting place, Maghriba. Acha, he reached the Maghrib, the setting place, okay? This setting place, Ghurub, जहाँ the Ghurub, setting, देखा? The sun, Shamsi hai. We found it setting in, so he found it setting in a spring of dark mud, and he found near. अब इसकी क्या ज़रूरत है? ऐसे पोएटिक वैसे ही कहते हैं कि पोएट्स इतने, मैंने एक फ्रेंड को, एक्स फ्रेंड को पूछा कि अच्छा, तो फिर रसूलुल्लाह क्यों कहता है कि पोएट्स खराब हैं? और यो, तो उसने कहा कि because you see, the poets don't lead us to the truth. They're wayward. They just write poetry and they could misguide us through their poems. You know, emotional, romanticizing, imaginations and all this. अभी ऐसे बड़े खुदा को क्या ज़रूरत है सन को बोलना कि सेटिंग हो रही है? इसको क्या पोएट्री इधर चाहिए हमें? मेटाफोरिकली स्पीकिंग, ये मेटाफोरिकली हमें क्या फ़ायदा देगा? आप सोचें, हमारे अक्ल को। वैसे तो हाँ, अगर ये एक लिटरेचर का काम होता, शेक्सपियर होता है, पोएट होता तो हम समझते कि और कुछ नहीं, जस्ट टू widen our imagination, teach us how to write poetry, talk metaphorically. लेकिन सूरह शुअरा में, पोएट्स में ये खुदा नहीं कहता है। You know, literature को बढ़ाना, you think imaginatively, use your imaginations. वैसे Shia, we couldn't even write a fictional story. Our imams would not allow us, and work on our literature abilities or something like that. You know, poems and. तो पहले तो ये, this book is not about literature, right? Think about it. क्यों कि मैं नहीं कह रही हूँ, आप कह सकते हैं नहीं नहीं हमारे खुदा ने हमें इतना अच्छा वो दिया है मेटाफोरिकली। ये भी मैं, लेट मी जस्ट कवर दिस सुरेश्वर में, व्हाट आर द पोएट्स सुरेश्वर? एक तो इतनी लंबी, like the eyes don't come to the poets until, except those who believe and do good, right, until the end. I think those who are referred to in this part of the verse are believing poets. They believe in God, the Prophet, and the Quran, follow the Quran and the Prophets in their lives, and therefore do not deviate into other misleading ways and are not confused. अच्छा, एक अच्छे भी poets हैं, so better to stay away from poetry, right? They follow the Quran and the Prophet. Therefore, those who follow them share the same. अभी फिर से हम article, thank you sir, डॉक्टर हैं, क्या नाम है इनका, Fathola Gulen. Julian, sorry, I can't pronounce your last name because it must be Turkish or something. Okay, don't know. So, sorry about that. As for the poets, only the misguided follow them. You see this? Ye bhi hai. As for the poets, only the misguided follow them. Do you not see that they roam confusedly through all of the valleys? I'm just, pronounce sometimes like Shakespeare and confusedly, word classic English, maybe. So, through all the valleys of falsehood, thoughts, and currents, through all the valleys of. तो ज़ुल्करनैन जब उधर गया है तो क्यों हमें बोल रहा है वैली ऑफ मगरिब, जहाँ सनसेट होता है, ऐसे क्यों बोल रहा है, राइट? Why is he saying, why does God tell us that the sun sets in murky waters? तो ये तो बिल्कुल मिसगाइड करने के लिए है। अगर बोले क्या, okay, you know, to enhance your imagination and your metaphors, ये कोई खुदा है ऐसे? और अगर आप कहेंगे इससे अच्छा खुदा नहीं मिलेगा, बाइबल में भी ऐसा है, एक गीता में तो, या महाभारत, या हिंदूज़ में ये मिथ्स हैं और ये खुदा ऐसे बात करता है और ऐसे करता है, और नहीं, डोंट कंपेयर इट विद द, सॉरी, डोंट कंपेयर विद हिंदू स्क्रिप्चर्स, वेदास एंड ऑल दिस। आपको पता नहीं है, तो अगर वो सब ऐसे खुदा हैं तो भूल जाओ उन खुदाओं को। ज़रूरी थोड़ी है कि दिस इज़ द बेस्ट वी हैव गॉट ज़हरा। No, no, no. That is not, this is not why you should come here in Islam and keep staying in Islam if you are born as a Muslim. तो देखिए मैंने मुझे ना इतना वो हुआ कि मेरी अच्छा so how it started was that what will I answer the principal's nephew who is in Dubai, right? And खुदा ने देखी क्या दे दिया ये कौन सा खुदा है मुझे नहीं पता है लेकिन ही कंसोल्ड मी कि आपकी लाइक मैंने सोचा कि उन्होंने लिखा है थैंक अल्लाह, राइट? तो उसके बदले में क्या जवाब दूंगी और ये जवाब सिर्फ अल्लाह ही दे सकता है और कोई नहीं। तो उनको क्या जवाब आया? सी एंड दे सो व्हाट दे themselves do not do। देखें हमें इमाम ने बताया कि you can't write about like fictitious stories and all this. Although we know Shias are sometimes Karachi American school, British school, and all this, we write presses and things, and they say what they themselves do not do, except those who believe and do good, righteous deeds, and remember God much and vindicate themselves when they have been wronged. तो ये wayward होते हैं ना ये quotes. Imagination ज़्यादा यूज़ नहीं करना चाहिए और किस हालत में इमेजिनेशन यूज़ करना चाहिए ये हमें बताया नहीं है हमारे अब ये बेचारे मुसलमान स्ट्रगल कर कर के अब इस चीज़ तक पहुँचे हैं कि हमें समझाएं आप लोगों को सुन्नी मुसलमानों को बट फॉर अस शियास ओनली द इमाम्स कैन समझाओ us make us understand through the ayats and their lives and all this. As for the poets, only the misguided follow them. Roam confusedly through all the valleys. Sorry, I have this problem. I use the pronunciation of sometimes like that. They say what they themselves do not do, except those who believe. तो ये पूरा समझाया है डॉक्टर हमारे इस्लामिक डॉक्टर हैं hope he also leaves Islam. Fathallah Jolan or yeah, sorry, Fatullah, Fatullah, yeah, I hope he also, because देखिए और क्या दुबई में मेरे प्रिंसिपल का नेफ्यू है ना तो यूएई के शेख को प्रेसिडेंट को खुदा ने मुझे उनका इमेज दे दिया। You see, so it's all a mishmash. It's not organized properly. The Quran is properly explained, although it says it's a clear book. ये कोई खुदा है? ऐसा नहीं हो सकता तो आप प्लीज़ ऐसा कि he no this one is the best. No, it's not the best. Better than okay, better than you would say Muslims would say better than the Torah, better than the Injil, and better than polytheists. Okay, I can understand better than poets का God और your Sufi का अच्छा नहीं वो पता नहीं थोड़े मुसलमान हैं क्या हैं. They are even called heretics by the Shias. But the Shias don't kill them or anything. Just that. So, they're Sufis, bichare. They are about love and all this. The heart and oneness with God. Unka hai. So, what else is there to say? So, please look at this and see. Quran is not a poetic, metaphorical. Ab kya zarurat hai? Please see this. What is the reason for being metaphorical here? You are misguiding us, right? कोई बच्चा अब तक मैं like I didn't know until I went to the Hindus that Baba, Zahra, do you realize that the sun doesn't set when not even scientists, वो एक फर्स्ट टाइम श्री श्री रविशंकर जी सेड है कि सन कभी सेट नहीं होता है, आप देखें। हाँ, ऐसा ऐसा बोलना भी नहीं चाहिए कि सनसेट होता है। तो उनके संस्कृत में खैर वो लोग तो बोलते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं, बट सन डजंट सेट। Then I came across Abdullah Samir, before that apostate prophets, video on this. The sun doesn't set on murky, forget murky waters. It may look like when you go to the seaside that the sun, but please ऐसा बोले नहीं, because इतने मुसलमान शायद गफलत में पड़ गए हैं, right? जानते नहीं हैं। The sun doesn't set. ये अगर आप अंग्रेज भी ऐसे बोलते हैं ज़हरा, नो नो नो, forget all that. अंग्रेज ऐसे बोलते हैं, we just say it because it is now our custom, metaphorically, like for the sake of brevity or something, that sunset, dusk, dawn, sunrise, sunset. And so the sun also rises from murky waters. Another point. So ये तो बिल्कुल यानी गफलत में डालना है इंसान को। हमें ऐसे पोएटिक मेटाफोरिकल चीज़ें नहीं चाहिए। पहले आप हमें समझाएं कि सन कभी सेट ही नहीं होता है। It is its own planet. How can it set? In what will it set? So this ayat is to misguide you, and it defeats our reason. If you say, okay, you know what I mean, I'm again going to repeat myself. I would encourage literature, free mind thinkers, free thinkers, free speech in as long as you don't encroach upon someone else's rights, you know, and you justifiably or injustifiably, right? Okay, I'm a bit confused now. You don't, as long as आप दूसरे के लाइफ में राइट्स में इंक्रोच या वो नहीं करते हैं, किसी की अमानत में ख़यानत नहीं करें, सच्ची ज़िंदगी रहें, तो आप ज़रूर बोल सकते हैं कि मुझे इसने मारा है या हार्म किया है, तो वो देखना चाहिए, फिर अथॉरिटीज़ को चेक करना चाहिए। ऐसे-ऐसे गॉसिप और ऐसी-ऐसी चीज़ें नहीं, वो तो इस्लाम में भी हमें पता है ना, गॉसिप, रूमर्स। और अगर सच्ची भी बात है तो कभी वो रूमर की तरह नहीं फैलनी चाहिए किसी के अगेंस्ट। If it's the truth about against someone, even then it should not be spread like rumors against someone. वो फिर गुनाह आप पे आएगा। Maybe that person has apologized and you know uh, given the fine, right? How do you say it? Has paid for it, the price, in tears or in regret or things like that. So I'm not saying that you should not become a poet, that you should not calcate literature, your imagination. I mean, even Einstein said something about imagination, and I've read a book which says something. Anna, who loved God like anything. So Einstein, let's see if Einstein said what did it say on imagination? Quickly. Imagination is more important, Wikiversity. Wikiversity. Imagination is more important than knowledge. But that's not what God says in the Quran. For knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world. stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. So we may think that imagination is just a farce, a delusion of the mind. But this is what Einstein has said, and I cannot say anything about this. I need to find out more. Keep it open, right? So thank you very much. Okay, I think I should end now. Uh, Hope you get it and leave Islam, please, like apostate prophet also says. So and use your use. Let's see what discover self-discovery. Try to discover what imagination is. Okay, through trial and error we learn, but God would overlook all this because He knows you are trying your best. And if you make mistakes, that's okay. But don't fear it. Don't fear yourself. Don't fear the mistakes and failures because that can also teach you a great lesson. So, a person came here and reminded me of that your failures can teach you more than your successes. Okay, thank you very much. I will come back later if I have to. Uh, Please take care of yourselves and choose the best for now. Even if you are uncertain, Dr. Deepak Chopra, be in the uncertainty. Uh, you don't have to know everything because even the creator, the best creator in the Quran, doesn't give us everything. Thank you. The answers for everything and explanations for everything and the origin of everything.